Go to the sea wall where the golf course is and you look this way, you can see the landfill standing proud over all the houses. That's not good. It shouldn't be allowed to get to that.
It's a blight on the landscape.
It's not a landfill anymore. It's now a landhill.
It's a landhill, yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Absolutely.
And it needs to stop.
Yeah, absolutely.
My wife and I, we've got COPD, all the people there, COPD, and it's horrendous. I feel sorry for people who've bought over here to retire, because it's not the dream. They're not living a dream, they're living a nightmare.
Welcome to another video, Walk on the Wild Side, and I am up here in Fleetwood. I am up in Fleetwood today, just up from Blackpool. Yeah, and the reason I've come here is because there's been a bit of a to-do going on around here for the last year. Can you see this group of people? It's all going on here in Fleetwood. We've got a bit of a demo going on today. Now, just down this road over here, it's called Jameson Road. There is a landfill waste site. And I think it was around about February or something like that last year. It was opened up. I think it was closed for a while. And there's been an almighty stink coming from that site ever since. Like, they reckon it's like rotten eggs. Yeah, it's a terrible, terrible smell coming from this waste site. Now, I'm going to put a link in the description to a news story so you can. I don't know a whole lot about it. I've only just come up today. I've read a little bit. I've read a news story. It has been on the national news about this. So it's just down this road here. It's about half a mile down there. It's called Trans Waste. It's a private company, but it's leased to the company by Wyre Council. And yeah, so we've got this situation where there's a terrible smell, and I think it depends on which way the wind blows. So these people over here have been demonstrating today, because this has been going on for so long now, over a year. Like I say, I'll put a link in the description to the news story so you can find out a bit about what's going on. But I'm just going to head across the road now and I'm going to talk to a couple of people and we'll get their story. We've got Bill and Hayley Barton here, and you're local residents, and you want to tell us a little bit about what's been going on here.
Well, basically, we've got a landfill that's operated here since how long, love?
Since 2023 they got the site.
And since that time, the stench from it has been horrendous. Prior to that, there was previous operatives who ran it, and it had lain dormant for, was it 2 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, it had lain dormant for 2 years, but the previous operatives, there was no smell like this at all. And then since then, this new firm has taken over, and it's just constantly, and the smell is like rotting onions, and that's caused by hydrogen sulfide gas, which is a poisonous gas. And it's like, I was walking the dog the other morning, and I was nearly physically sick just walking the dog.
Really?
Yeah, it is that bad, and people shouldn't have to live like this.
No,
you know,
there's a caravan site as well, not too far away.
Right, there's one right behind us, and there's one over there as well.
Yeah.
So we've got two right on the doorstep. And the other morning, I woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning. All the windows were kept shut at night, but it still got into the house. The smell was in the house, and you think.
And this has been going on for how long?
Well, be coming up about 14, 15 months now.
Yeah.
And people are reporting to the Environment Agency every day. There's thousands of reports that have gone in, and we're still waiting for action.
Yeah, and here's Dr. Barbara Neal, who's on our Action Against Jameson Road landfill site.
Yes, so we have the landfill was reopened last year, and since then we've had horrendous stench related to poisonous gases coming off the site. And I've been gathering information about all the symptoms that people have been experiencing, such as headaches, respiratory problems, vomiting, itchy eyes, etc., etc. So we're here trying to get the site closed down.
Yeah. And there are quite a lot of people that live around here. There's a caravan site. There's obviously a nature reserve as well.
There's 2 caravan sites which are back onto the site. There's a nature reserve and there's a housing estate called Harbour Village directly opposite. I think about 600 metres, would you say?
Thereabouts.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, so there are quite a lot of people that are affected by this.
Yes, absolutely. Well, the whole of the town's affected because we're on a windy peninsula. So,
I suppose it depends which way the wind blows.
Yeah, then the wind here blows 5 different ways every day. So, this is we've reports of this smell right the way down to Cleveland, even in Blackpool. So, it's horrendous. There's been over 4,000 complaints to the Environment Agency. There's been over 1,200 complaints to Borough Council, who actually own the site and lease the site to Trans Waste. Yeah, it's horrendous.
And if you go to the sea wall where the golf course is and you look this way, you can see the landfill standing proud over all the houses. That's not good. It shouldn't be allowed to get to that.
It's a blight on the landscape.
It's not a landfill anymore. It's now a landhill.
It's a landhill, yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Absolutely.
And it needs to stop.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Welcome.
I'll tell you what, it's all kicking off here in Fleetwood. I'm just outside this caravan site here called Broadwater, and we've got Darson here. Now, you live round here as well, don't you? So you want to tell us a little bit?
The smell's horrendous. The stench is a sewerage bovine smell. So I do believe the putrid waste is a mixture of normal waste mixed in with bovine, as in like the old knackers yards and glue factories. The smell is obscene, and children being brought up around the year of breathing that in, I feel so sorry for. So I've a group here who are protesting. There's quite a large group. We've had his MP and a few other premier people, shall I say. But no, otherwise, we're protesting for his children and his children's children. It's going to have to stop. It's a seaside town, and you're not going to come back here again. You're not going to smell or ingest the poisonous, acrid. Oh, it's horrible. You know, I've recommended the Environmental Secretary and the Health Secretary, come up. I'll put you up in Fleetwood or in Cleveland or Thornton. I'll put you up. And, you know, taste it for yourself. Don't smell it, taste it. Because it is that bad.
So you can actually taste it?
You can taste it. It's horrible. And my wife and I, we've got COPD, all the people there, COPD. And it's just, it's horrendous. I feel sorry for people who've bought over here to retire. Because it's not the dream. They're not living a dream, they're living a nightmare. Thank you, Stephen.
I'll tell you what, it's not a bad job this, you know. You do get some freebies. Look at this, someone's just given us a bag of chips. Check it out, yeah. I am quite hungry as well, actually. I rode on my bike all the way up here to Fleetwood, so yeah. I think I've been tucking into these chips now. Okay, so I'm just riding down Jameson Road now. It's actually quite a long road, this, because I wanted to show you where the entrance to this landfill site is. And I believe it's where the council waste tip is. I think we're just up to that now. So we've got Fleetwood household waste tip there. That's where all the people get rid of the rubbish from Fleetwood. So I believe the entrance to the landfill is just in here. So we'll take a little look, shall we? It's going to be closed today. But I can show you some drone footage of the site, yeah. I'll show you that in a little bit, but this is the entrance here. Trans waste, there, look. Recycling and aggregates. So there you go. This is the entrance to the site right here. And it's right next to the council waste tip. And I just want to show you some drone footage of the culprit. I believe that this is the culprit here. Now we're flying over it now. We've got a big mound here. So this is the landfill site here, and I believe that this is where all that stench is coming from. You can see the River Wyre there in the background. We're right on the banks of the River Wyre, not far away from where the old ICI works used to be. Yeah, just up the river from the old ICI works, yeah. And of course we've got the Fleetwood Marsh Nature Reserve next door, and we've also got United Utilities water treatment works as well, yeah. So there's quite a lot going on up here, yeah. But anyway, I'm now back on the road again, and I couldn't smell anything back there, so I thought I'd head down this way, head a bit further down, So this road does lead to the Fleetwood Marsh Nature Reserve. It's quite a long road. There's also a model flying club, and I want to give a shout out to Joe, who I was just talking to there. Joe, shout out to Joe, who was just telling me that he flies planes at the Model Aircraft Club. So I thought we'd take a little look down here, and I tell you what, you know what? I can smell rotten eggs now. Honestly, I can. I can smell rotten eggs. If I could put smell-o-vision on now, you would not like it. Oh my goodness, what a stink. But there's the entrance to the United Utilities facility. Wastewater treatment works. There'd be a bit of a stink in there as well, wouldn't you? You think, wouldn't you? Oh yeah, I can definitely smell it now, my goodness, yeah. I know what they're talking about now. I can smell rotten eggs. Yeah, that is, it's like being, you know, like the stink bombs that you get from the joke shop. It smells just like that. It actually smells worse than rotten eggs, yeah. Yeah, so I thought I'd take a bit of a ride up here just to show you. It's getting a little bit desolate now. We're going, it feels like I'm going into the middle of nowhere. There's a sign there that says, "Fly tippers beware. CCTV and ANPR in operation. We are watching you." Yeah, because actually it was Joe that told me that around here, this road here has become a bit of a dumping ground over the last few years. Yeah, it's been a... Don't you hate it when people just dump rubbish on the roadside, you know, country lanes and that sort of thing? It happens all over the place, doesn't it? But yeah, probably because it's out of the way, isn't it, you know? And it has become a bit of a dumping ground, this area. You see the signs there? We've also got these containers. Look at these containers here. Oh my goodness, what's behind them? Let's go and have a little look, shall we? It looks like there's a load of rubbish being dumped behind these containers. I wonder if they were put here to stop people. Oh my God, look at that. Wow. What do you think to that? Well, there you go. I said it was a bit of a dumping ground. Wow. Anyway, if you carry on down there, it takes you to the nature reserve. We're approaching midday. It's getting quite warm now. Yeah, it's really warm now, you know, yeah. So that was the demonstration here in Fleetwood about the landfill site, trans waste, just down that road there. And yeah, so like I said, I'll put a link in the description if you want to find out a bit more. But yeah, what are they going to do about it? Are they going to shut it down? What's going to happen? Well, we'll have to wait and see. I'll keep you updated. But that's it for this video. If you like the video, hit the like button and also hit subscribe and tick the bell for notifications of new videos, and I'll see you again on the next one.